Welcome back to Todd Field. Sorry about that, folks. Lost our computer there for a second. The Mustangs have moved it off their goal line, got it out to the 33-yard line, aided by a 15-yard penalty for a hit out of bounds on Caleb Cox, and so it's 1st and 10. Pump fake from Forster. He'll scramble out to the right, runs out of a tackle, and has the 39-yard line. So a nice little run there for Garrett Forster. Picked up 6, 2nd down 4.
Yeah, and what we missed, folks, at home, you didn't miss much, but you did miss a big play, a penalty, a 15-yard penalty, a horse collar, which, Donnie, I think you kind of alluded to. So kind of got Shallowater out from underneath that goalpost, and now they're making a run, down the field, which you can see that play. Garrett using those legs again. That's the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen that tonight. Really like the way he's coming into his own as well.
2nd down and 4 from the Mustang 39-yard line. Forster giving instructions to that offensive line. 2 receivers to this near side. Forster, option towards the near side. He'll just run it himself. Use the stiff arm to get the edge. Has the 45-yard line and powers over a tackler at midfield. And a First State Bank Shallowater 1st and 10 as Garrett Forster lowers the boom.
He started with that stiff arm and then just turned the corner. A lot of quarterbacks just going to take that one out of bounds, just, hey, no worries, pick up 5. Not Garrett Forster, man. Not Garrett Forster. He ducks the head, lowers the boom, picks up the extra yardage, picks up the 1st down, and that's what I like to see. Garrett, baby, that's big time.
Forster in the pistol with 1st and 10. Ball just on the Mustang side of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be Cox. He'll get it into Seminole territory. He's up to the 47-yard line. Got 4, 2nd down and 6.
Caleb running with some, now he looks like he's running with a little bit more confidence, after the first drive and after he got into the end zone. Funny how a touchdown will do that for you a little bit. You start moving a little faster. You see in the holes a little better, and the game comes to you a little easier. But that's a good 1st down run right there to kind of just keep this offense balanced, keep them ready to go. But, man, they're getting ready to take a shot.
Well, that touchdown that he scored, he had that same cutback against Abernathy and slipped. This time he made it pay. Here's Cox again on 2nd down. Has a crease up that right side and up to the 39-yard line. First State Bank Shallowater 1st and 10, and that right side of the line starting to do some work.
Carter Gilson is kind of pulled out there too. From that left side, he's getting down the field blocking and getting behind those guys, Brady Reed and the boys. And big holes equal big gains for Caleb Cox, and so that's a good sign for this offense right now. They're in a groove, and you love to see it.
Cannon Reed will give Cox a breather as he checks in behind Forrester now on 1st and 10. Ball at the Seminole 39-yard line. Reed towards the left side. Cannon across the 35-yard line up to the 33. So a good run for him. Got 6. And it'll be 2nd down and 4, and that Mustang ground game really starting to chew the Indians up.
Yeah, there you go. The sophomore, 6'1", 180-pound sophomore who had his first, action last week, picked up 80 yards last week on the ground. And so, hey, a lot more confidence him running the football with that play too.
The Mustangs really are chewing up a lot of real estate here in these last couple of drives. Started at their own 2-yard line last time. This one was backed up at their own 5, and they have moved it into Seminole territory as Reed trying to run through a tackle and got to the 20-yard line. Has another 1st down for Shallowater as they are back in the red zone with a 1st and 10 at the Indian 20.
We've seen this for 3 years now, just like a 3-headed monster, if you will. It doesn't matter who you put back there. We're starting to see it again. You've seen Caleb Cox. You've seen Keegan Campbell. Now you're starting to see Cannon Reed coming in his own right now on this drive in particular. He's made some good cuts and some good reads as a running back and picking up big yards.
The Bennett and Trice in-game stats show Shallowater with 156 yards of total offense to Seminole's 127, and that's a stat that's kind of staggering because this thing started out so one-sided with Seminole, and the Mustangs have answered. Here's Reed. Across the 20, got to the 19. Short gain, just got 1, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, that you would think that. I mean, that's crazy with the stats like that. But look at these 2 big drives that Shallowater has really put together. The one before this to score the touchdown, and then this one that's taking place right now. That's already, almost 5 minutes chewing up on the clock. And like you said, started from their own 5-yard line, knocking on the door again. But you got to complete it. You got to get it in the end zone.
Forster with a 2nd down and 9 at the 19-yard line. Has Reed behind him. Play action. He'll look out into the flats. Throws it out there and through the hands of Miller, who had good coverage from Creed Carlisle, the outside backer who was there. And that one was a little scary there as Garrett tried to thread the needle in there. And that one could have went the other way just as easily as been caught.
Very well could have. Donnie Creed was the one that was beat Carlisle on the other in the first quarter on that fullback in the flat. He was savvy to it that time. He was out there and had it covered, but what happens is that you start to go with that and it opens up the run. I mean, if he starts to really think about that pass. But right now, what's most important is this third down conversion, 3rd and 9. Let's see what Garrett Forrester and this offense can do.
Here's Forrester. He'll give to Reed. Reed trying to run over all of the Indians, and he got it all the way down to the 14-yard line. So a good physical 5-yard run for Cannon Reed is going to set up 4th down and a pretty good, healthy 4 yards here.
Yep.
And the Mustangs do have the option to take the 3,
yeah.
But it looks like Coach Vincent going to elect to just go for this thing.
Well, they want the jumbo package, and they want the big guys. But this is also a chance with 5:30 to go. You could take a timeout here, think about this. But if Coach Davis and Coach Vincent like what they see, let's go for it.
Timeout going to be taken by Seminole. The Indians want to make sure they've got the right personnel out there because Shallowater did put the beef out there, even though it was 4th down and 5 coming up. So Seminole didn't feel good about the defense that they had called. But, talk about a total reversal in the way this football game was going. 3 and out for the Mustangs. Seminole blows down the field. 3 and out for the Mustangs. Then all of a sudden the Mustangs get a stop. The punt's killed at the 2-yard line. And then you go on a 98-yard drive and you're right back in this.
Yeah, I know it. Wow. I mean, it is. How I hear you explain that, it really makes me think. Like it was like you just needed to have a bunch of green grass in front of you to get going. It was like, dude, we're too close.
Yeah.
It's like Steph Curry. He's got to move back. So, but man, what a response! And that shows a little testament to the character and coaching of this football team. Hey, don't panic. We've got this under control. Let's just let's keep our heads about us, and that's what they've done right here. That's what they've done. And man, I know that Vincent can make a kick from here, and it's in the middle, in between the hash marks.
Yep.
So, I mean, that Coach Vincent has to be thinking about that.
Yeah.
With his son, and I've seen him in pregame make kicks, but they really, really, really want to put this ball in the end zone, and that's what they're going to try to do.
Well, Seminole went for it on their last possession down inside the 10-yard line, did not get it, turned it over to the Mustangs on down. Now Shallowater will return the favor and go for it on 4th and 5 in the Indians' red zone. So let's hope the Mustangs convert this thing and stay ahead in that department. 4th and 5, the snap to Forrester, play action, looking in the flats. He's in trouble. Garrett scrambles back. He's going to be gang tackled, sacked. The ball is loose, scooped up by Seminole, running back towards this near side, and he will score. The Indians with a scoop and score, fumble return for a touchdown. And there's a flag down back here at the 40-yard line, so there's going to be an illegal block on Seminole that will wipe out the touchdown, but the sack and the fumble will stand, and it'll be Indians football as the defense made a play there on the Mustangs.
Yeah, they did. They made a big play, and I mean, that's Garrett wanting to make a play, but it was doomed from the beginning. The play action didn't fool anybody, and Seminole had a great defensive called on that to put Garrett in a bad spot. And he's just trying to make a play. So, but not that play. He was. But it's going to be it's going to be a penalty. It's not going to be a touchdown, but the turnover is going to stand, and they're going to. It'll be Seminole football, we think.
Alan Mendoza was the Indian who scooped it up and ran it back, but now the illegal block in the back happens back at the 29-yard line, and so they will mark it off from there, I believe. And let's see.
Boy, and that was a terrible penalty, too, because it didn't even
Yeah,
matter.
he was gone for sure, way behind the football. Coach Pointer wanting to know who did it, I'm sure. He's not necessarily mad at the officials for calling it. He wants to know the number of the player who took that shot.
Alan Mendoza was the kid that picked it up and ran it back.
When Alan tells that story, he's going to leave out this part.
Right, exactly.
He's going to say, hey,
I get it. I'd do the same thing if I was Alan. Hey, man, I picked up a scoop and scored, took it to the house, baby.
Illegal block in the back from the 30, so they'll back it up to the 40-yard line in Mustang territory where Flowers and company will have 1st and 10. 2 receivers to either side. Flowers from the pocket, looking deep downfield. Now he'll scramble out to the right. Has a receiver. Catch made at the 36-yard line. Got 4 as Bagwell found himself open in the scramble drill and made himself available, and Flowers found him.
Too much time back in the pocket. Now Flowers for the night, 10 of 16, 116 yards. That's a pretty good clip for a kid that if you're going to give him that much time. He can't have that much time to sit back there and wait for receivers to get open.
2nd down and 6. Ball at the Mustang 36-yard line. Flowers from the gun. Give to Leyva. Bounces outside. Didn't get much. Mustang strung it out. Nice tackle over on that far sideline. Came from Aaron Martinez, and Aaron coming up from that corner position, able to make a good hit. 3rd down and 3. That's
a great open field tackle from he's the 5'9", 135-pound senior, making a great play out there in open field.
Low snap, wide receiver screen out to the right. Mustangs there to gain tackle again, held him to a gain of just 1. So 4th down and 2. Chase Blackburn, the guy who stuffed that thing. And so now again, Seminole will go for it on 4th down, and these 2 teams are trading fourth down.
Hey, they're swinging. They're in the middle of the round swinging.
Flowers, quarterback keeper, not going to get there. Mustang defense shuts it down, got a yard. He's short of the 30-yard line. The stick is all the way out to the 30, so it'll be a turnover on down. Shallowater football, and the Mustangs defense gets themselves off the field again.
Guess who? Get one guess.
I'm going to go with Barrett.
Jackson Barrett was back there at initial contact and didn't let the ball get past that line of scrimmage. So what a huge, after just a tragic play really from the offense with Shallowater, defense comes up huge, going to bail out the offense, give that offense another chance. Now they can breathe easy, no harm, no foul.
And good field position out at the 31-yard line. Some of the best field position they've had all night. It is Cox on the sprint option, and Caleb's got a crease, and he's up the sideline, and see you later, but there is a flag as Caleb Cox is going to take that one home from 69 yards out, and a flag over on this near sidelines, and the officials waving their hands, and Forrester making his way backwards, so it looks like they're going to call a hold on Shallowater. Wipe out the big run from Cox.
Oh, that's another one of those chunk plays, man, how big they are. And they're going to get I don't even want to say it. I just saw who they called it on to. But that's a hold that you can't have on a play like that. So, but, hey, once again, you got to just regroup. We've already been dealt a couple of blows. Hey, you got to just put it behind you. Nothing you can do about it now.
Yep.
Nothing you can do about it now. Still need to ride this momentum for you just stop their offense, okay? You just stop their offense after you turn the ball over. Hey, keep your head in front of you. Still 1st down.
Yep.
It's not even the big penalty because it was down the field already.
Yep. Hold occurs at the 38-yard line. They'll back it up to the 28. So it will be 1st down and 13 as the Mustangs still with the fresh set of downs, but Cox will have to come over and get some air. It'll be Keegan Campbell who will check into the game, and Keegan certainly capable of ringing the bell himself. Forrester from the pistol. Throws the stop route. Grimes caught it at the 45, outside to the 40 and into Seminole territory up to the 47-yard line. Josh Grimes with a stutter step, juke to the outside, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, that's a great pitch and catch right there. Just Garrett waiting for Josh to stop, come open. He hits him, and then Josh breaks a tackle and gets a big play there. Another big chunk play for this offense. You're starting to see it, man. It's starting to unfold right in front of our eyes here. This offense starting to get rolling.
1st down and 10 at the Seminole 47-yard line. A First State Bank Shallowater 1st and 10 for Garrett Forrester. He'll work from the pistol. Here's the snap. Forrester, wide receiver screen to Blackburn. Got a block 40, chase to the 30. Blackburn runs out of bounds inside the 30-yard line at the 26. Another First State Bank Shallowater 1st and 10, and now the Mustang offense starting to pick up chunk plays.
Yeah, big time, 2 in a row there, really 3, but at the penalty called back. But, this is that offense, Don. Yeah, you just mentioned, it's starting to get ahead of steam. You can see these guys getting comfortable, and it's not as vanilla, as
Yeah.
last week. You're starting to see plays here, and they knew it all along. It's just going to take a little time.
Forrester from the pistol. Ball at the 26. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Blackburn caught it at the 19, runs to the outside and inside the 15-yard line at the 13-yard line. 12-yard gain. First and 10, Shallowater, a First State Bank Shallowater first down.
Now you're starting to see Forrester getting a rhythm. And, man, that's what other teams in our district don't want to see. That's dangerous whenever he can get in a rhythm and he starts to get this confidence, because we know what kind of athlete he is, but once he gets going, it's going to be hard, and right now he's going. 3
receivers to the top. Forrester kicks it out to Campbell, has a hole, up to the 5, inside the 5, down at the 3. 10-yard gain. First State Bank Shallowater first and goal coming up, and the Mustang offense is getting 10, 12, 10, 12.
Every time, and that with Josh Miller that time out of that fullback spot got a big kick-out block on that option and just opened things wide open, and for the offense just to move down the field. Great job from Josh in the fullback spot.
First and goal Mustangs as we approach 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Forrester from the pistol, speed option. He'll run it himself. Got to the 1 and got tripped up right at the goal line. Did the ball come loose? Referee's coming in there. No. Seminole pointing their way, saying it was a fumble. Shallowater out of there with the football, so I doubt that it will be Seminole football here. Referee now come together to talk this thing through. It is right at the 1-yard line. Forrester looked like he was sticking that ball out, trying to get it into the end zone.
Right.
And not sure if he was down prior to the fumble. If he did fumble, who recovered?
Well, you see Josh Miller again. He came out of the pile with it. Sometimes that's after the fact, but Josh Miller came out with the football.
Oh, wow.
They
just said fumble, and it is Seminole football. And so turnover, and the Indians will take it at their 1-yard line. And I'm telling you, this thing has been about as crazy as you could possibly be for a first half of football, and the score is just 7-7.
I'm telling you, Donnie, this is a roller coaster. It is a straight-up roller coaster of just big plays and then emotions. But this is where you got to have a team that, can keep their head and understand the situation and understand, hey, you got a job still to do. These things are going to happen. And but, man, that's a big blow for an offense that would just, firing on all cylinders until that.
Well, let's see what Flowers and company can do from their own end zone. Wide receiver screen, tackled in the end zone. Is it a safety? Let's see.
It is. It's got to be.
Safety.
Yes.
Mustangs rally up and make the play and give 2 to the good guys. And so Shallowater, after everything's said and done, gets the safety, and the Mustangs take a 9-7 lead.
What's happening right now?
I don't know. Wow.
What's happening? Great job. And I do believe that the guys that were in there on that play, Cooper Boyd, I thought it might be in there, and it looks like, I want to say Lorenzo Nino might have been in on that play as well. But whoever it was, I don't know if I got the names right, but great play. Big, huge play. It doesn't get any better than that. It's only 2 points, but man, that's huge.
Yep, McCormick could not get it out of the paint. And so here comes the most embarrassing play
in sports.
The free punt after safety.
Yeah, safety punt.
So the Mustangs will get the football here. They get the 2 and the ball. And with under 2 minutes to go, a great opportunity for Shallowater. Now, Seminole, remember, won the toss. They deferred. So this would be a chance for the Mustangs to push this thing to a 2-score lead.
Yep.
And that would then give a little bit of breathing room for this football team going into the locker room. And, man, the emotional swings back and forth.
Oh.
We go where we stop, no one knows.
Nobody's going to know, man. But this is hey, if you weren't awake before the game started, if you're like, or how it started, if you got down a little bit, because, Seminole looked like a hot knife through butter. They were just, and 2-3 announced to start the game for Shallowater, and here we go. Shallowater has a lead by 2 and getting the ball back, going to try to put a little bit more on the board before halftime.
It has certainly been crazy. Now, Seminole puts it on a tee. They will kick it in kickoff formation instead of punt formation.
Safety kick, whatever you want to call it. You can do either one. But, yeah.
You can do it however you want, but they will kick it away, and that one's a low line drive. And it is Cannon Reed who runs up to get it, and he runs it into Seminole territory at the 46-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Shallowater, with 1:43 to go in the first half, leading by 2. And now the offense back out there after they had a nice long drive, quick, brisk, lots of big plays, but it ended in a fumble inside the 5-yard line down there in the Seminole red zone.
Yeah, it did. And so now that the defense have come up, make a big play again. Here you go. Offense, reset. They're just getting back in that same rhythm that you were in. And I do believe it's 2 timeouts left for Shallowater. Or have they taken one? They may have all 3. I don't remember, to be honest with you. But I do think it's 2 timeouts. So 2 timeouts left. You've got a minute 43. You got 46 yards left to go. Hey, set up in a good spot.
Yeah, one thing about the Shallowater home scoreboard that needs to be addressed, we don't have timeouts up there.
I think on our scoreboard we have it,
we
though.
do.
1, 2, 1,
yeah,
2.
Jake Warren all over that.
Yeah.
Stop route, Grimes caught it at the 42-yard line, tackled inbounds. So they'll give him credit for a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up. And I was talking in the break there with the Batson boys and Matthew Haney and our stats guys all over it. They give that tackle on the safety credit to Brett Hall, who makes the play, the free safety coming up and making the stop.
Thank you. And I didn't know. I put my disclaimer out there. I didn't know. I said I didn't know. Brett, that's my bad. Brett, I give you the credit, buddy, right there. Great play.
Caleb Cox picks up another First State Bank Shallowater 1st and 10, and so the Mustangs have moved it down to the 37-yard line as we approach 1 minute to go in the first half. Forrester, play action, go ball up the near side. Hall's got a step, touchdown! Yeah. Shallowater Mustangs. Garrett Forrester with a dime to Brett Hall, who had roasted the DB, and the Mustangs jump up 15-8 on Seminole with under a minute to go here in the first half.
What a throw, what a catch, what a play. I mean, Brett, hey, why don't you have a little 5 minutes for yourself right there?
How about 8 points?
Yeah, 8 points for you right there. Just a great route, great throw, great catch. That is what the Shallowater Mustangs offense is going to look like.
Clayton Vincent's extra point right down the middle, and the Mustangs have a 2-score lead. It is 16-7 Shallowater on the Shallowater Sports Network.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
Love it. Thank you.
Welcome back to Todd Field. Donnie Hart with Ty King. And I'm telling you, this has been about as crazy a first half as I've ever set up here in the booth and broadcast. Usually these games are lopsided most of the time at home in Shallowater's favor, for sure. This has been a good football game, but it has been back and forth. It looked like Seminole had control. The Mustangs then answered. Then it looked like Shallowater was starting to get momentum. Seminole answers. And now the Mustangs land a couple of big blows here late in this first half and have a chance to take a 2-score lead to the locker room. But with 56 seconds left, who knows what's about to happen?
I mean, it's way too much time for this. What this half has looked like. I mean,
might score 3 times.
Yeah, who knows? But man, what an exciting half of football. I mean, you're right, Donnie. For us together as a team, this is about the most excitement in a first half at home we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it's been weird, too. I mean, the way it's all gone down, it just can't get a real feel for how it's happening. Vincent's kick towards this near side is a good one, and it dies in the end zone for a touchback. And so the ball will come out to the 25-yard line where Seminole will have 1st and 10.
Recap that scoring drive for Shallowater. Quick one. I mean, 2 plays, 46 yards, and a 40-yard dime from Garrett Forrester to Brett Hall. Takes it in for the United Supermarkets touchdown. Vincent's kick is good. And like we predicted, 16-7, you know. That's what I think we said. Great drive, great response after the defense made a great stop.
Well, now 16 last year wouldn't have been all that big of a surprise.
That's true.
But this year we've had 2 made PATs on a kick and still got to 16 somehow. Flowers scrambles out to the left as a receiver wide open at the 49-yard line. Blackburn will rally over and make the tackle in Mustang territory to the 48. And Flowers finds another receiver downfield for a big chunk play, 1st and 10 Seminole.
How about Garrett Forrester through the air right now? Donnie, 9 of 12, 184 yards and a touchdown.
Just a second start, too. How about that? Wide receiver screen. Got a block this time, and it's a much better result for Seminole. Picked up 8 up to the 48-yard line. Timeout as the Indians will stop it with 24 seconds to go here in the opening half. And when we come back on the Forza Site Services halftime show, we're going to take a peek at all these Bennett and Tri-Sin game numbers. It's just, wow.
I mean, yeah,
might have to call Brian up here to do the math.
We might have to get Bennett up here to do the math because, man, I'm getting into numbers that I really can't do. I mean, and especially just the way this game has unfolded. It's been just a strange way of this has all unfolded, especially the way the game started. Yep. And you got to be impressed with the way these kids have bounced back, battled back, and especially after big play after big play and turnovers and all these things that have happened. I mean, if it's happened, it's happened. If it can happen, and so this is crazy.
And you know, this is another perfect example of what we talked about pregame about having a professional coaching staff on the sideline. Because as crazy as this thing has gotten, Coach Vincent, Coach Davis, Coach Huffman, Coach Wallace, Coach Adams down there, they've all kept these guys cool and kept them focused on the task at hand. And this team just continues to respond as this game unfolds.
Got to finish this half off. Getting a little nervous right now. I'm not going to lie. They got to finish this half.
2nd down and 2 out of the timeout. Flowers from the gun. Draw play, Leyva, and Braxton Barrett not fooled. He makes the tackle a yard deep in the backfield. 3rd down and 3, and now Coach Pointer, with 16 seconds left, will have to burn another timeout. And the Mustang defense not fooled on the draw.
I mean, that's a great play because, you really expect them to throw the ball there. I mean, it's just, I guess with the timeout to burn, you need to be watching everything, But what a great play by Barrett, great play by this defense, and, man, just big play. Guys are stepping up. Guys are stepping up and helping each other out. You got to get a fumble, but you know what? And you got to get a penalty on a long touchdown run. But that's just. But then you step up and you make a great block.
Yep.
So,
Indians are out of timeouts now as they use their final one with 16 seconds to go here in the first half. So this is a deal where if they make the 1st down, the clock will stop until they get the ball set. So Seminole will be in a hurry, so the Mustangs defense can play a little bit looser than normal, but you don't want to be so loose that you prevent yourself from making a play.
Right, and it's one of these situations where you don't want to get anybody behind you. Don't let anybody get behind you. Keep the ball in bounds and everything will be fine. But, no timeouts. Keep that in mind.
Flowers from the gun has 3 receivers set into the boundary to the top of the screen. Single receiver towards this near side. Mustangs secondary backing off. Flowers, deep drop, right in the middle of the pocket, fires across the middle of the field, has the catch, hitch pitch, and Cooper Boyd makes a nice play at the 25-yard line, tackles him down at the 24. It's a 1st down for Seminole. The clock stops with 8 seconds. Flowers runs them up to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap, and he'll kill it with 5 seconds left. And what a play by Boyd to be aware of what was unfolding in front of him. And I'll tell you, for a sophomore to sniff that thing out, it's a huge play.
That's a great play by Cooper because he was in coverage, and he kind of saw what was developing after the ball was caught. So that's great awareness and a great job by him to not only be aware of it, then make the tackle as well. But see, here we go, 5 seconds on the clock. So it's down to this play at the end of the half. I don't need any more excitement. It's over for the half for me, okay? It's over. It's just – unless it's like a pick 6 or something. I'll take that.
Timeout Mustangs. Shallowater want to make sure they get that right defense called. And so Villava was the receiver who came open on the dig route across the middle. It was a great throw by Flowers. He put it right on him. The hitch pitch to Espino, and it looked like he had a crease. And, boy, great job by Boyd to scramble over there and make the play. Certainly, though, with the ball at the 24-yard line, they are definitely in striking distance here with Flowers back there. He's got a rocket.
He can, and he makes good decisions too. And like you said, they with this style of offense, I don't know if you call it an air raid or a spread, whatever you want to call it, but they got receivers crossing a lot at different levels. It's not just vertical, but they get deep and then cross a lot, and it's hard to stay with your man right there. So this is a very, very much so striking distance for Flowers and the boys.
You know, and he takes a deep drop. He's already in the gun when he receives it.
Yeah.
He'll still back up maybe that 3, 4, 5-step drop, and he is ready to rip it. And he has a nice right arm. And Flowers from the gun stands at his 30. He'll back up to the 35-yard line, comes towards the near side, steps into the throw over the middle, incomplete, and time is expired. And the Mustangs defense holds. Shallowater will take a 16-7 lead with them to the locker room on Shallowater Sports Network.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've been a proud supporter of Shallowater ISD.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
If you're thinking of getting a new car, stop in and see us about an auto loan. Line up your money first, then go out and bargain like a cash buyer. Our rates are competitive and we make our decisions right here, so we give you quick service on auto loans. Auto loans, we do them well. We're First State Bank of Shallowater, member FDIC.
Whatever you
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've
I'm Donnie Hart, the Forza Site Services halftime show, and let's take a look at this Shallowater Mustangs Seminole Indians first half. Crazy first half. Shallowater leads 16-7. Shallowater with 283 yards of total offense to Seminole's 185. The Mustangs have thrown it for 184 yards. Blake Flowers has matched Forster. He's got 167 yards himself. Mustangs have ran it for 99 yards, while Seminole with 18 yards in the run game. A couple of Shallowater turnovers have not derailed the Mustangs' efforts at all, as Shallowater with a 9-point lead at the locker room. The scoring all started with Blake Flowers with 7:19 to go in the opening quarter. Flowers in the first drive of the night for Seminole after the Mustangs went 3 and out. Found Nate Leyva for an 11-yard touchdown run. Cruz's extra point was good, and Seminole led 7-0. Caleb Cox would answer late in the first quarter with 57 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cox would find pay dirt from 10 yards out. Clayton Vincent added the extra point. We were tied at 7. Then late in the first half, things got hairy. Blake Flowers pass out to Ryan McCormick in the flat. He was tackled in the end zone by Brett Hall for a safety. The Mustangs took a 2-point lead 9-7 after the safety kick. Garrett Forster would find Hall for a 43-yard touchdown pass. Vincent adds the extra point, and Shallowater has a 2-score lead at 16-7 as they head to the locker room. We talked about the team stats, but individually, Garrett Forster, what a first half for him. 9 of 12 through the air, 184 yards and a touchdown. Caleb Cox with 6 carries, 40 yards and a TD in that first half. Cannon Reed, 5 carries, 23 yards. Forster has ran it 6 times himself for 22 yards. Keegan Campbell with 3 touches for 14. And Trevor Wynn had a carry, did not gain a yard. The Mustang receivers, Josh Gimes, 3 catches, 70 yards, and Brett Hall, 1 for 43. And Brett Hall's first career touchdown as a Mustang in that first half. Lorenzo Nino with 1 catch for 35 yards. Chase Blackburn, a couple of catches for 34, and Campbell has caught a ball for 2. The Mustangs offense doing its job. The defense has given up some plays, but they are hanging around. You look at the Bennett and Trice in-game stats for Seminole. Blake Flowers, 15 of 22 for 167 yards and a touchdown. That is a ton of attempts. Nate Leyva, 5 totes for 19 yards. Flowers has ran it once for 2 yards, and Knight Davis 1 carry -3. The Seminole receivers, and Flowers has spread it around. Banham has a catch for 42. Leyva with 3 catches for 33 and a touchdown. Espino with a catch for 28. Bagwell 2 catches for 21. McCormick 3 for 14. Villalova 2 catches for 12. Cruz 1 for 10. Kramer 2 for 7. Wow, Flowers spreading that football around, but the Mustangs defense have found a way to get them off the field, and thus Shallowater gets out of here with a 9-point lead in that first half. And, partner, what an amazing first half for us as broadcasters. I'm telling you, I was pretty much out of breath after that thing because I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, really was. I mean, I feel like I ran through the forest and hit every tree. That's kind of what I feel like right now. After that, because everything that could have happened, and big play after big play, each team responding. But what I love about it is, about the Shallowater side, is that they turn the ball over twice. I don't love that, but they don't give up any points.
Yes.
And even one of them, Seminole was down, close to the red zone after the fumble from Forrester, and that they scoop and score, which got called back. But man, that's great poise. But I love the fact that they just can answer. But man, if the second half is anything like the first half, I mean, this is a great game of football that we love to watch.
Well, those 2 turnovers you talk about, the one was on 4th down, so it was going to be a turnover on downs anyways. But the fumble gave them much better field position. And, like last week we talked about, sometimes the defense was put in negative situations. Tonight they have been as well, but this result a lot different than what they had a week ago.
Yeah, they are. They're assignment ready, and they're making tackles. Making short tackles in the open field. You've seen a lot of individual guys come up and make one-on-one tackles, but then you see the guys like Braxton Barrett come up and make plays at big points in this football game, on fourth down and getting turnover on down. So, the defense has played well. Really, to give up 7 to a team that's put up quite a bit of yards and thrown the ball that many times, and what looked like, after the first drive of the football game,
yeah, it looked like it could have been a long night.
I would have bet a lot of money they wouldn't just have 7. So
they went right down the field like a hot knife through butter, and since then the Mustangs have turned off the spigot. Shallowater leads by 9, 16-7 here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've been a proud supporter of Shallowater ISD.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've been a proud supporter of Shallowater ISD.
Welcome back to Todd Field. I'm Donnie Hart, the Forza Site Services halftime show, and let's take a peek at the APS Applied Payroll Services scoreboard for Week 2. We talked about here Shallowater with that 16-7 lead over Seminole. Out in Lamesa, it is Muleshoe, 14-12, a 2-point lead for the Mules. Kermit leads Anthony 14-3 as Kermit trying to get off the Snyder bombing Levelland 31-7. Lyle Leong and company not going well tonight for the Lobos, and the Mustangs will be in Levelland next week. Littlefield and Denver City still scoreless. Tulia with a 14-0 lead on Brownfield, and Abernathy leads Slayton 14-0 in that football game. And right here, 16-7 tie in Shallowater. Well, all things considered, I think you would take a 2-score lead going to the locker room after everything's all said and done. So we know how crazy that first half was, but what do the Mustangs have to do in this second half if they're going to get this thing to the locker room with a victory?
First and foremost, let me just go ahead and say, I know the U.S. Open is going on in Flushing, New York. You just said love.
Yeah. Hey. Well, you know.
I like that, man. What a great call.
In a kneel
this is why he's so good. This guy's, I mean, really. But really, I think it's 2 words in the second half, okay? Yeah. It's ball security. You don't need to turn the ball over. I think if they can, I mean, they may have a few punts. That's okay. Flip field. Do not turn the ball over. I think Shallowater is going to have a really, really good end result tonight. But it's all about taking care of that football.
Yep, and this is the Shallowater Sports Network, so we got to give shouts out to as many of the options as we can. We got a nil-nil match here on the pitch. No, I'm just kidding. 16-7, Shallowater with the lead. I think, just like Ty said, the Mustangs take care of the football. Still got to make a few plays. This Seminole offense is high octane. They got to keep that quarterback in the pocket. Man, he has made some plays. A lot different from the guy last week who his plays were, you know, with his feet, he could make some plays in the run game. It seems like Flowers uses that scramble really with the intention of sending the ball down the field.
100%, and I think that's what we talked about even before the game started. It's Flowers runs the play.
Right.
Jess Hole from last week, he just makes it up. Yeah, it is while he's playing out there. So both dangerous in their own right. So Flowers, you've seen it. He can throw the football. He can put it where he wants. They got everybody running out for passes. So it'd be nice, speaking of turnovers, for somebody to step in front of one of those and get one.
Yeah, who you got doing that?
I think Trevor Wynn might get one.
Trevor Wynn.
Yeah, it hadn't thrown his way much, and I think there's a reason for that, but they're going to have to end up throwing his way, and he's going to do it. He's going to get one.
I got Chase Blackburn.
Okay.
Chase Blackburn.
He's been all over the
play
place
here in the second half. Mustangs lead it 16-7 when we come back. It'll be the second half of football from Todd Field. Thanks for joining us on the Forza Site Services halftime show. Shallowater Sports Network has the Mustangs up by 9.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
If you're thinking of getting a new car, stop in and see us about an auto loan. Line up your money first, then go out and bargain like a cash buyer. Our rates are competitive and we make our decisions right here, so we give you quick service on auto loans. Auto loans, we do them well. We're First State Bank of Shallowater, member FDIC.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've been a proud supporter of Shallowater ISD.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
If you're thinking of getting a new car, stop in and see us about an auto loan. Line up your money first, then go out and bargain like a cash buyer. Our rates are competitive and we make our decisions right here, so we give you quick service on auto loans. Auto loans, we do them well. We're First State Bank of Shallowater, member FDIC.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
Todd Field, Shallowater, Texas. I'm Donnie Hart alongside Ty King. We are set for a exciting second half of football here. Shallowater Mustangs, Seminole Indians. Second week of the season, first home game for the Mustangs in Shallowater, with a great opportunity here to get its first victory of the season, leading by 9. As we remember, the Indians won the toss. They deferred, so they will receive here to start this second half. And the Mustangs out of the locker room have made their way from across the field, across the street there, and are in the end zone warming up. And Ty, Friday Night Lights, small town, everybody pours out, the community out here in droves to watch this Mustang team play, but Seminole traveled pretty well across the way as well.
No doubt, man. I'm impressed with the Seminole Indian faithful have come out to watch their football team, but I'll say this, there's a theme every Friday for Shallowater, right?
Yep.
Today's was neon, like the pep rally was neon, and I think it's perfect because if I could describe this game, it'd be loud. This game has just been loud, and I mean not at a volume standpoint, but if you looked at it, it's a loud game because it's just nonstop. It's right in your face, and so. I don't know. I don't expect anything less. I guess the second half. Why would we? Because Seminole, and we talked about their faithful. What do you think their coach said? I mean, how do you explain it? How do you go into the halftime and say, "All right, we're winning the turnover battle. We look like Joe Montana and 49ers running down the field on the first drive, and then we've got 7 points and we're down 16-7."
Yes, I know. There has to be a little bit of just confusion by the Seminole coaching staff as to what just exactly happened. But, we talked about, and I think we made mention of it here in that first half, but it's Shallowater sidelines. These guys over here, man, they handled all of the breaks and transitions in momentum just seamlessly, and they kept those guys engaged and making plays and on to the next play.
Yeah.
And Shallowater just continued to get better and better results as the half went along.
Yeah, they did, and that's a testament to a team right there. That's a testament to a team that can bounce back. Well, you bounce back from last week, all right? We've already seen this whole half of football. I mean, you talk about clean as versus last week.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It just looks like I don't know. It's not as sloppy. It looks crisp, but it's clean, and you've even had chances to look ugly. Responding to turnovers and that kind of thing. So. Credit goes out to the coaching staff, but hey, there's a whole half of football left to go. So who knows what we'll be saying in another 40 minutes or so.
Yep, Mustangs will take the win here in the third quarter, so they will kick and defend the south end zone. Seminole will be with their backs to the north and be heading into what is left of that headwind, but as you like to say, oh, glory across the way. She's laying straight down the shaft of that pole, so maybe the wind will not be a factor here in this second half.
No, and it's down to the lower 80s, so that just really cooled off. And, that wind, oh, glory, man, she's done for the night. Yeah, she's checked it in. You've done your job today.
No doubt. Vincent with it on a tee at the 40. He'll send it away. High end-over-end kick, taken at the 10-yard line, up to the 20. Blackburn and Barrett converge to make the stop at the 30-yard line, where the Indians will set up shop 1st and 10 and be led out by Blake Flowers. Nice first half for Flowers, threw for a lot of yards, had a lot of attempts, but didn't result in many points for the Indians, and so they got to do a better job of getting that thing in the end zone against this Mustang defense. Shallowater sends the starting unit back out there.
Well, you can tell, though, why he's the preseason district player of the year. For their district. You can tell. He's got that kind of moxie about him.
From the pocket, Flowers will throw on 1st and 10. No surprise there. He'll scramble out to the right, finds a receiver, has Leyva in Mustang territory to the 40-yard line, and Trevor Wynn able to get over and make the stop at the 36, and right off the bat, Seminole goes to work, makes a chunk play. 1st and 10 Indians at the Mustang 35.
Well, that's just him buying time and then waiting for a man to get open. That's a great job by Flowers and Leyva finding the spot to get open.
Here's Leyva. He'll get the carry, coming towards the near side, cuts it back to the 30. across the 30-yard line, down at the 28. Picked up 7, maybe 8, so second down and short coming up, and the Indians pick up the pace again.
The tackle there by Crabtree. He's was a little quiet in that first half, but he's starting to make a little noise here. But Seminole's on the move.
Flowers from the pocket. That one there is incomplete. Good coverage by Cooper Boyd out in the flats. He was blanketing the slot receiver, Aiden Garbe, and Garbe did not have a step, and boy, Boyd was in good position to make a big play if that pass had been on time.
He's played well tonight as well. Cooper Boyd's been all around the football, it seems like. So nice to see a big game coming out of him, and a big second half coming out of him as well. 3rd down and 2.
Flowers from the shotgun. He'll pull it himself on the zone read. He'll have the first down at the 20, and then Chase Blackburn with a nice tackle inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. But Blake Flowers put it in the belly, pulled it out, and got the first down.
You don't see that very often from Blake Flowers. He's not one of these guys that's going to run for yards, but that time made a great decision. He saw that it was open for him to pick up yards, picks up the first down, keeps this drive alive, and also now Seminole's knocking on the door.
Flowers from the pocket. On 1st and 10, has the stop route, caught at the 5-yard line. Inside the 5, down to the 4, right at the sticks. Referees will say it is enough for a Seminole Indians 1st and goal on a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, that's just a 7-on-7 play right there. That's just,
pitch and catch, right?
Exactly.
2 receivers to either side. Leyva the back to the right of Flowers with 1st and goal at the Mustang 4. He'll give to Leyva, bouncing outside, trying to turn the corner. Blackburn up from the safety position to wrestle him down. Got maybe a yard, and Chase Blackburn downhill in a hurry to stop that, make a play in the run game.
Yeah, I love the way he comes out of that at that safety position, man. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there and make a tackle, and that's exactly what he did right there, stop the touchdown.
2nd down and goal. Ball at the Mustang 3. Good first drive here for Seminole, trying to answer the Mustangs' flurry to end the first half. Back shoulder fade on the far sideline is wide, incomplete. Blake Perkins with good coverage.
Yeah, good job by Blake. That's a high skill throw and catch right there. And that time, Flowers just a little too much on it for a back shoulder fade there. But Perkins was in position to make a play.
That's something you see up in Lambeau Field on Sundays. Yeah. Some guy named Rogers makes a lot of hay doing that.
Yeah.
Flowers with backs to either side. 3rd and goal from the 3. The Mustang defense has had a goal line stand already tonight. And that pass over the middle is incomplete. Good coverage from Brett Hall. And 4th and goal from the 3. And here we go again now. Ty, the Mustangs with a chance to stop the bleeding and get off the field without points, but it looks like Seminole's going to take the 3 this time.
They're going to try to take the 3 here. Be interesting to see. Oh, I don't know. They're saying, well, you got to put on that right hash mark. But right there, that last play, man, that's just it was, Guillermo Cruz just heard some footsteps, and he didn't make that play. Watch it all the way in. But now here we go. This is a big field goal here. I mean, we don't know what their kicking situation's like. So
ball down, kick is up, on its way. And good. So the field goal is good, makes it 16-10. We don't have the number for the kicker there who bangs it through, but it is right down the middle and cuts the Mustangs' lead to 6 on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
Welcome back to Todd Field. I'm Donnie Hart alongside Ty King, and boy, pretty quick answer for the Seminole Indians out of the locker room. Drive down the field, get the 3 points, 16-10 our score now, and the Mustangs have Trevor Wynn back deep, standing at his 5-yard line. High end-over-end kick will bring Wynn up to the 15, through his hands and bouncing forward. Ball is on the deck, and a mad scramble at the 30-yard line to see who got it. And for the second consecutive week, the Mustangs mishandle a kickoff after a score in the second half. And let's see if we dodge the bullet here. Still have not pointed in a direction, and it looks like it's going to be Mustang ball first and 10 as Shallowater able to get on that football.
I haven't held my breath that long in a long time. I mean, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Ball security. Did
Yes.
somebody say that at the halftime show? Okay, we got to hold on to the football.
Well, the Mustangs did not field a kickoff after an Abernathy touchdown in the third quarter last week, resulted in back-to-back touchdowns right out of the locker room for the Antelopes. That time they dodge a bullet, and two receivers to this near side, one to the far. Forster in the pistol for the first possession for Shallowater, right over the middle, and Miller has it at midfield. Josh to the 40, up to the 35-yard line, and knocked down inside the Seminole 30-yard line at the 29. Nice pitch and catch and a shot there as the fullback leaks up the seam and is wide open, 1st and 10 Shallowater.
That is not vanilla. What that is you'll see Coach Davis's offense do this after a while. You start throwing that fullback into the flat, and we've seen them covered a few times. Now he just breaks it right up the seam. It's a new wrinkle to that play action. Great play, great call, and a great execution.
1st and 10 Mustangs as Caleb Cox bouncing to the outside across the 30 up to the 26-yard line. Got 3, 2nd down and 7.
And like I said, that's just, you start just doing one thing over and over and over again, and then you can catch them asleep. Catch a defense asleep, and that's what Brad Davis likes to do. He likes to just get you comfortable, and then real quick will make you uncomfortable. And that's what this offense do. But a big chunk play. Big time for this offense right now. I love the way it's rolling.
Yeah, that's one you scheme up at the half. They went in there as coaches got together and said, let's just send that fullback up the seam, work to perfection. Wide receiver screen out to Grimes. Got the first down inside the 20-yard line. He's out of bounds across the way at the 17 with a First State Bank Shallowater 1st and 10.
Yeah, and got a good kick-out block from Trevor Wynn. His buddy got out in front of him and helped him and sprung him a little bit to pick up that first down. And I like the way everything's clicking right now.
Yeah, Forster.
Knock on some wood here.
I'll tell you, Forster seems like he is getting more and more comfortable at the controls of this offense and starting to understand some of the concepts of these plays, and that is good news for the Mustangs with Forster in the pistol, Cox behind him. 1st and 10, give to Caleb, bouncing outside, now cuts it up, lowers the shoulder at the 15-yard line, knocked his way down to the 12. Nice little gain, got 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 coming up.
Yeah, Brady Reed got out in front of him and kind of just a patient run there from Caleb, and he just ran in behind Brady Reed and the boys and opened up a hole with a nice first down run for Shallowater as they get to start knocking on this door as well. Bang, bang, bang. Here we go. If you weren't ready to start this first half, well, you better get ready.
Cannon Reed checks in
The
now
second
for
half.
Cox. As Forster from the pistol has Cannon behind him, 2 receivers to the near side. 2nd down and 5. Reed with a crease up the far side, inside the 10, still on his feet, inside the 5, driving his way to the 4, and a First State Bank Shallowater 1st and goal for the Mustangs.
Yeah, another great run, man. Just you love to see Cannon Reed just keep moving those legs, keep moving forward, and keep grinding for yards. And now, 1st and goal. Going to make some substitutions come in here, and you might see 2 or 3 runs here in a row. Just try to just get behind those big boys, those big uglies up front, which I can say that from up here.
Yeah.
As I'm far away from those big guys.
Saw Brady Reed bang his brother Cannon in the head and say, follow me, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. Cannon had almost 100 yards last week. He's got a chance to get his first career touchdown as the ball is inside the 5. It'll be Reed down to the 1. He spun his way down, got 3. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 1 as they tried that left side, and Seminole able to get him stopped before he found the end zone.
He didn't let his brother get out in front of it. He just kind of but I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to he saw a little daylight, but his brother got in front of him, and his big brother kind of kept him from scoring, I think, right there. They might need to talk about that when they get home.
2nd down and goal, ball at the 1. Forster in the pistol. He'll kick it to Reed up the right side, and this time Cannon Reed is in there. First career touchdown for Cannon Reed from a yard out, and the Mustangs have scored again. Shallowater leads it 22-10. And let's see if the Mustangs will elect to go for 2 or 1. Vincent already out there with the tee planted, and it looks like the Mustangs will try to push this thing back out to a 13-point lead. Ball down, kick is up. Vincent's extra point is good, and with 6:21 to go in the third quarter, Shallowater has answered Seminole's scoring drive with a touchdown of their own, and they lead it 23-10 on the Shallowater Sports Network.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
Welcome back to Todd Field. I'm Donnie Hart with Ty King. Cannon Reed, my man, my neighbor. Always like it when those Reed boys do well, and I tell you, that happens pretty regular. 73, he's always knocking people down, and 4 is off to a great start to his career. As Vincent has it right in the middle of the field on the 40. Shallowater with a 13-point lead, 23-10. And here is the end-over-end kick that will sail all the way back inside the 5 and drop there. Up to the 10, eludes a man 20. And gang tackle, or up to the 15, and gang tackled there. Fisher. And let's see, I believe that was Barrett again in special teams, hustling down to make the stop.
Let's recap that scoring drive, Donnie. It was 7 plays, 71 yards, 3 minutes and 13 seconds taken off the clock, and a United Supermarkets touchdown from 1 yard out for Cannon Reed. The extra point by Vincent was good, and that's where we are, 23-10, Shallowater.
Mustangs with a 13-point lead. Blake Flowers back out there in the pocket, throwing it towards the near side through the hands of the receiver as Raston Copeland got there right as the ball did and dislodged that thing. Falls incomplete, second down and 10.
Man, that's good closeout right there. That's a basketball term, but it applies there. It closed out and gets there, knocks the ball loose and Raston Copeland makes a great play. And that's where you got to do that on first down here. When a team gets behind, they start getting behind the sticks on first down. They start pressing a little bit.
Second down and 10. Flowers to throw it again. This time through Bagwell's hands. And again, it is Raston Copeland with the hit to knock the football loose. And that is back-to-back big plays from Raston. Third down and 10 coming up for the Indians.
That'll pump the whole team up. Just 2 plays like that back-to-back, a guy making an individual play like that. That is back-to-back great plays by Raston, and that just fires everybody up, not only in the stands but also on the field.
Third down and 10. Flowers from the pocket. He'll need a big chunk play here. Over the middle, caught and tackle made by Brett Hall at the 30-yard line. Got 13, enough for the first down. That was Hector Contreras, who found himself open over the middle, and a nice throw from Flowers to convert it. First and 10, Seminole.
That's what we talked about. They're just running. Everybody's running across the middle. These crossing routes. It's easy to lose a guy, and that's what happened.
Screen pass out to the left this time, complete, and making the tackle from behind, running it down is Caleb Cox. Check that. That was Ross Crabtree, the defensive end, out there to make the stop. So Crabtree able to corral it, kept the game to 7, and the Indians back on the ball with second down and 7. Flowers will send the back in motion to the near side. Fires it up to the 40. Hall makes the hit right at the 41-yard line, but it'll be enough to move the chains again and give the Indians a fresh set of downs.
Here's what we're seeing right now, Donnie. You're seeing Seminole complete passes, but you're seeing big hits and big tackles. So Shallowater's got their ears pinned back, and they know what they're looking for, making sure tackles right now. They got to keep that up, make them earn it, make them earn everything.
Leyva up the middle. Barrett along with Brasino make the hit. He pushed the pile up to the 47-yard line. Might have got 4, so second down and 6 for the Indians.
Yeah, Brasino was in there on that one. Good play, and flag coming in.
Flag coming in here. Might have been a false start, and that time the Indians went a little bit too quick, so we'll back it up 5. It'll set up 2nd down and 11 now. And, the Mustang defense, I tell you, Ty, they've given up some yardage out here in between the 20s, but when this thing has gotten down near the red zone, the Mustangs have bowed their neck.
Yeah, they did, and I love it when you say that. So, because that means they're doing something right. So, I love it, and I'm going to give the guy credit. Lorenzo Nino was in on that too, on that last play. I don't want to, not give him his credit.
Yeah, we need as many names as possible. Flowers, deep ball over the middle, just out in front of the receiver. He had a step, and Espino was working against Grimes over there, and he had a little window, but Flowers just couldn't fit it in there. 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, we dodged a bullet. Dodged a bullet there. I think Flowers hits that one most of the time. So, but now big play. 3rd and long here. Get a big stop. Get a big stop here, defense.
3 receivers to the far side. 1 receiver in there tight on this near side. Here's the snap. Flowers. Leyva releases up the near side, and he'll work back to the middle of the field. A sliding catch right at the sticks at the 48-yard line, and Mustang territory will be just short. 9-yard gain, so 4th and 1. Flowers runs to the ball. Coach Pointer, I think, thought maybe it was going to be a 1st down, so he'll slow the pace to make sure they get the play in. 4th down and 1 coming up. Mustang defense trying to come up with another play. Flowers, wide receiver screen. Bagwell caught it. He'll have the 1st down to the 44 and up to the 43-yard line. And a 1st and 10 is Jason Bagwell able to get the yardage necessary to move the sticks.
Yeah, another tackle there for Raston, but enough to keep the drive alive and keep them going. That's a good play call, good execution from Seminole.
Here's the give. Leyva met in the backfield. Might have lost one. All sorts of Mustangs in there on that stop. Getting up from the bottom of the pile.
Yeah.
Who was that there?
That's a Braxton. Dude, just
Braxton Barrett and Carter Gilson in there to make the stop.
Plays,
Flowers flushed out. He'll pull it down and run it. 40. 35, 30, nobody left at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Blake Flowers with a scramble drill touchdown from 43 yards away has found pay dirt. And just when we said we didn't think he would make plays with his feet, Blake Flowers goes the distance and has an Indians touchdown.
Yeah, that kind of play breaks down. But when Blake Flowers saw all that green grass in front of him and knew he could pick up a big gain, and then he just had one guy to beat him and foot race to the end zone. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Blake Flowers. That's a good football play, good smart play from him, and a good response for Seminole.
Flowers will take a knee on the 10 and do the holding. Extra point, ball is down, kick is up, on its way, and good. And so the Indians have scored a touchdown to cut the lead, 23-17. Shallowater on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
Welcome back to Todd Field. I'm Donnie Hart alongside Ty King. And, well, we said it was going to be entertaining, and we didn't lie to you, folks. So far, so good in the second half. This thing is turned into a track meet, 23-17. The Mustangs lead it by 6. And here is the kick deep down the middle. It'll be Wynn from the 10-yard line. Trevor up to the 20, 25, 30, and got to the 31-yard line, lost the football again. And let's see, as they'll say, Wynn was down, 1st and 10. So that ball came out after Trevor was down. 1st and 10 for Garrett Forrester and company.
All right, that's where you got to respond. As an offense, you sit there and you looked and you watched what they did, and they did it, chunk just a little bit at a time, then big play scored. But you had time to rest, get your guys out there, get your offense ready to roll, and it's time for the offense to respond now to Seminole's strike. It really is. It's a boxing match, and these guys are, I mean, and it's just haymakers and body blows and all. I mean, everything you could want in a boxing match, what you're seeing in a football game here.
Yeah, not many jabs, are there?
No.
Everybody going for the knockout. 2 receivers to the top. Forster going to throw, and that play will be blown dead. Timeout Mustangs, as the play clock was right down there towards 0, and Shallowater had to take the timeout to prevent the delay of game penalty. Coach Vincent able to get that timeout called in time. And so, you know, Ty, well, I mean, yeah, it's going about like we expected.
Yeah.
Seminole blows down, defense rises, they take the 3, the Mustang offense answers, but then Blake Flowers right down the field again to keep the pressure on Shallowater here. And we talked about this during the commercial break. That number is sitting on a scary number for the Mustangs.
You start looking at that kind of stuff when you get to this portion of the game.
Yeah.
Where, you know, you're in the latter part of the third quarter, and you're up by 6, and that's the number. It's scary numbers. What it is. It doesn't mean anything. It's just you know, we've seen it happen. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. So there's one way to remedy that, and that's just
keep scoring.
Keep scoring. That's exactly right. There's one way to really just get over that scary number. So,
no doubt about it. But I will say, more often than not, when that thing's just kind of dangling out there, it comes into play. But the Mustangs could potentially consider going for 2 at some point to try to push that thing up to 14. Vincent has been perfect in the kick game, but out of the timeout, Forster over the right side. He's got a crease, and he is headed to pay dirt. Let's see if Garrett can finish it. 30, 20, 15, running over everybody inside the 10 and down to the 5-yard line. And Garrett Forster making plays with his feet almost, Ty. Went 69 yards to the house, but it'll be 1st and goal Mustangs inside the 5.
I love it. Donnie, I love it. You know, you see flashes of it from last season. You know that, I mean, he's got that ability to do it, and now you're just seeing it, man. You can almost see the confidence coming off of him. You know what I mean? It's just he's got a little pep in his step, made a few big runs today, and that one was huge.
1st and goal, they'll say, was down at the 5. Forster will kick it to Cox. He's got the crease. He'll power it to the 1, reaching for that goal line and just short inside the 1. Caleb got 4, so it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. And, boy, Caleb Cox, when he's around that end zone, he has a nose for the goal line.
Yeah, he does. He loves to put that foot in the ground, take one cut, and then head north and south. In this case, headed north, and he just fell a little short, but I like his. I like it when Shallowater gives him a chance towards this goal line because he has a nose for it.
2nd down and goal from the 1. Forster gives to Cox, met in the backfield, fought off the tackle, got back to the line of scrimmage, but he's still short of it. 3rd down and goal coming up as Seminole trying to come up with a goal line stand of their own.
Yeah, they are. That was that time just a big play by Ricker Connolly, man. He just got in the backfield, made a big play.
That's
to stop,
that dude.
Yeah, that's that big guy. He's a big playmaker. That's exactly right, and he made a big play right there. But speaking of big plays, this is a big play. 3rd down, man.
3rd and goal from the 1. Mustangs with a great opportunity set up by the huge Forster run. He'll kick it out to Cox, puts that foot in the ground, dives across the goal line. Touchdown, Shallowater Mustangs, and they go back up by 2 scores.
That's what this offense will do, man. You just keep trying, you know. First you don't succeed, you try again, then you try again, and then just, Caleb Cox not going to get stopped that many times in a row. You know, he's going to find out where that hole is, and he's going to get it across the goal line. What a response from the Shallowater offense. 2nd
rushing touchdown for number 22. Ball is down. Vincent's extra point on its way, and Shallowater goes back up 13. 30-17 Mustangs on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
Welcome back to Todd Field. Donnie Hart with Ty King. Deuces wild for Caleb Cox, his second rushing touchdown. Then old number 2 comes out there and bangs one right down the middle, and all of a sudden you're not up 6. 13 not nearly as scary as 6.
Exactly. We said there was that way to rid me of that scary number, and that's exactly what they did. They hurt us. You think?
Yeah, let's take full credit.
We'll take credit for
Let's
that.
take full credit. It was all us. Clayton Vincent with it on a tee at the the south 40. He'll kick it to the north. It'll roll into the end zone for a touchback, and Blake Flowers and company will be back out here with 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That scoring drive for the Shallowater Mustangs. This took 4 plays and just took 2 minutes off the clock, but it went 72 yards, capped off by a 3-yard touchdown run from Caleb Cox, and Vincent with the extra point. Caleb Cox's second United Supermarkets touchdown of the game. So,
yeah, groceries are on Caleb.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
I spend quite the amount of money at United Supermarkets,
no
for
doubt.
the record.
Me too.
I'm a good customer.
And I live alone, and I spend a lot of money there.
Well, I didn't get this physique by being afraid to eat. Here's Flowers from the shotgun. Pump fake, hitch and go. Got a receiver behind the coverage. Caught it at the 50, and Raston Copeland will scramble back to make the tackle and force him out of bounds at the 34-yard line in Mustang territory. But they might have set old Raston up there. He had made several big hits on the hitch route, and that time caught him peeking in the backfield.
Yeah, Coach Pointer, they talked about that at the after that. They said, hey, he's making big plays over there. Let's catch him. And that's what they did.
Leyva right up the middle, got to the 30-yard line. Crabtree along with Cannon Reed make the stop. 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6, and Flowers and company already on the ball, ready to snap this thing again. Flowers from the pocket, going to throw it. Again, has the stop route caught at the 25, inside the 20, up to the 18-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch. Easy play for McCormick. Got the 1st down.
Yeah, it's a little too easy right now for Seminole. The Mustangs need to get a pass incomplete or something.
Mustangs will call timeout. They were trying to sub there. Seminole didn't sub, so they can go fast. And they were going to catch the Mustangs with 12 men on the field, but Coach Vincent burns the second Mustang timeout here in the 3rd quarter. And so 1st and 10 Seminole, and man, this Indian offense, I'll tell you this, they're explosive. They're going to be fun to watch for the folks out in Seminole.
No doubt, man.
They put up some yards.
And they are, and it's fast paced. It's high octane. It's Indians behind a Ferrari is what it is.
Yeah.
They're just they're revving the engine the whole time. And you're right, Donnie. The Seminole fans, no matter what happens tonight, they're gonna have a fun season ahead of them, no matter what, because they got an offense that can go. And they're going to get better, too, as the year goes on. But the task at hand right now for Shallowater is, hey, bow your neck.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do what you've done a couple of times tonight. The Mustangs defense has done a good job defending the end zone, and thus they've been able to get this thing out to a 13-point lead. Flowers from the gun. 2 receivers to either side. 1st down and 10. Going to throw it, stands in the pocket, floats it over the middle, incomplete. Josh Grimes was coming up from that secondary to try to put the hit on Cruz, but Cruz had that one go through his hand, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and they brought the blitz that time. Barrett was he was on the go into the quarterback, so had to make a quick decision, and incomplete. That's what the Mustangs needed. They needed something to break this momentum, just break the momentum of Flowers right now.
Yeah, Coach Huffman said, well, we'll turn up the heat. Let's see what happens. Man comes in motion. Here's the snap. Give to Leyva. Trying to find some room. Didn't have much. Got maybe to the 16-yard line. Picked up 2, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 coming up. That Mustang defense doing a nice job.
That's Ross Crabtree coming down that heel line.
Yeah.
Down that heel line and scraping down and picking up the tackle.
Ran it down from the backside. Nice play by Ross. Continuing to make plays here in his senior season. Off to a great start for Crabtree. Flowers from the pocket, under pressure. and through the hands of the receiver. Grimes is able to get up there and make the hit. Brady Reed had pressure right in Flowers' face, but it was a good throw, and that just slides through the hands. 4th down and 8.
When you get 6'3", 240 in your face, it makes you change things a little bit, you know?
Yep.
That turns the playing into something else.
Well, he still put a catchable ball in there. I'll give him credit. A lot of courage. 4th down and 8. Here's the snap. Flowers from the pocket as that Mustang defense trying for the stop. Ball on the near side, batted away. Copeland this time there to make the play. Turnover on downs. He was going for Vilova, and it was not there as Copeland was step for step, and the Mustang defense does what it has done several times tonight, get the stop in the red zone. Turnover on down. Shallowater football.
Hey, what a great job there. I mean, just a collective unit as a good job. Bend but don't break, and then big stop on 4th down. Raston Copeland has made a couple big plays tonight. Gave up a big play on this drive, but then comes back and makes up for it. And that's happened over and over and over again tonight from these Shallowater Mustangs.
This will be the final play of the 3rd quarter as the pitch over to Campbell, and he's got a crease, and Keegan Campbell running through a tackle at the 30, and he was a step away from taking it to the house. But it is a huge gain, and it should be the final play of this first half, or of this 3rd quarter, and it is as the ball is all the way out to the 37-yard line, and Shallowater will take that 13-point lead with them to the 4th. It's 30-17 on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
We head to the 4th quarter in Todd Field, the home opener for head coach Rodney Vinson and his Shallowater Mustangs against Seminole tonight. The Mustangs with a 30-17 lead. Donnie Hart with Ty King. Jake Warren, the producer, with the Batson brothers, Seth and Caleb and Matthew Haney keeping the stats tonight. Glad you could be with us as the Mustangs have a 1st and 10. Here's the pitch to Campbell coming towards the near side. 40, found the hole, 45-50. Juke at the 45, and Keegan Campbell back off of injury, making plays. He was on a pitch count tonight, but a First State Bank Shallowater 1st and 10.
Making those pitches count. That's what he's doing. That's the pitch count he's on. So, I mean, to tell you, big play to end the quarter, big play to start the quarter.
The Mustangs get their preseason district MVP back, and Campbell headed to the left side up to the 40-yard line, across the 40 to the 39-yard line. Got 3, 2nd down and 7 for Shallowater.
Yeah, it's good to see him back and running strong. I mean, you know, it's just going to take him a little while just to get back to full speed, but my goodness.
Yeah.
It's scary if he gets there because it looks good right now.
Well, and it is an embarrassment of riches at the tailback position because you've not only got Campbell, but then you factor in Caleb Cox, who's already found 2 touchdowns tonight. You've got the sophomore Cannon Reed coming to his own. Forster from the pistol, gives to Campbell, made a nice move, 2, and is across the 35-yard line to the 33, 2 yards, maybe a yard and a half short of the first down, but Campbell, whoo.
Yeah. And I don't think you take away from Keegan, but Josh Miller had a great pancake block on that play as well. But Keegan, woo!
Yeah.
I mean, that's hot feet right there.
Well, you know, it is a contrast of runners because, boy, you know, 22 puts his foot in the ground. It is downhill. So very similar is Cannon Reed in that type of running style. But, boy, Campbell's like trying to swat a fly. He's everywhere. He's juking and jiving, and now Reed with a move in the backfield to get the first down as Cannon put that left foot in the ground, cut it up, got the first down. First State Bank Shallowater 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's it's almost like they're having a competition now. I mean, it's like, hey, good job, Keegan, but watch this. And the sophomore getting in and Cannon Reed making a few plays, and he's running with more confidence and running strong. And that's a great run right there to pick up the first down. You got to know what the sticks are, know how far to get, but also you got to run in behind those guys and know how those holes are opening up. And Carter Gilson and Daniel Rinker, those guys on that left side, and who else is over there? Brady Reed, Cade Rogers over there. Yeah, I mean, these guys are opening up holes.
Here's Cannon Reed across the 30 up to the 26-yard line, picked up 5. And it's funny, Ty, it's funny how, like, competition sort of brings out competition on your own roster. One guy starts making plays, the other guy's like, hey, man, I got to go.
That's exactly right. And it's one of those things where iron sharpens iron is what they say. You know, it's hey, man, one guy can give another guy confidence, and that's what's happening right now. And this team is kind of giving each other confidence. They're building each other up, and everybody's making plays. The offensive line's in sync. Garrett Forrester's playing well, and the running backs obviously are playing great.
Well, this team has improved so much from week 1, and we said it was going to be steady improvement all year. It is Cannon Reed, the ball carrier, fighting across the 20-yard line, pushing the pile down to the 16. First State Bank Shallowater 1st and 10. But, you know, Ty, coaches say you improve the most between week 1 and week 2, but this is a team that's probably going to improve week after week because of the amount of time that they've had to get used to all this new stuff here in the program.
It's going to keep improving, but if it improves at this rate,
yes,
I mean,
we'll be cooking with gas. Huh?
Yeah, big time. So I love what I'm seeing tonight as an offense.
Totally different football team than they were a week ago, and it is showing discipline. They are sitting in there on that offensive line. Here's the give. Cox across the 15-yard line. He finishes off the run to the 12. Got 5, 2nd down and 5.
You know who else is playing great tonight, Donnie? Is that center, Joseph Reyes. I mean, I look up, and we have the luxury of just having a little bit of a delay so we can watch a replay. And I'm telling you, the last 3 or 4 plays, dude, he's been on his man, knocking someone to the dirt, and, you know, makes the running backs look good. Not the running backs aren't playing good, but you get behind those guys, it makes them look good.
Well, you know, Emmitt Smith didn't make all those yards running behind a bunch of slaps. That's for sure.
I love the way this offense is moving the football. Take care of the football.
It'll be Forrester from the pistol on 2nd down and 6. Play action, ball over the middle. Miller is wide open, and he has it. Touchdown, Josh Miller, touchdown. Shallowater Mustangs. 36-17, and is that the knockout punch?
I don't know, but that is, hey, get them worried about the run. I think they ran 7 consecutive plays in a row, running the football, and then you got to respect it, and all of a sudden a fullback will sneak up and get you. I know it. Great play.
That fullback's not kicking out the end. What?
Yeah.
Vincent out of the Perkins hold, and the kick is blocked. It is on the ground. Seminole finally prevents a PAT